Hello, everybody. How are you today? Hope you are all doing great today. I really want to welcome you to my live broadcast today. Welcome to Wale Adekola Motivation Legacy. Today is going to be a powerful day. So, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon to you. I really want to welcome you to my live broadcast today. Today is going to be a powerful time. We're going to have a great time together. So, I really want to really welcome you. Um, so I want you to share this video with everyone that you know. Share it with your friends, share it with your family members, share it with everyone that you know all around you. This is very important because we are going to be looking to something that is very crucial. And this is going to be life changing. This is going to be life changing. It's going to transform your life. It's going to transform many things around you, and then that is why I want everyone to to stay tuned and share this video with everyone. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, I want you to ask your questions, because I'm going to be going deep into this specific topic today, and I'm going to be focusing on something very crucial, and this is going to be really life changing. So I want you to stay tuned with me, because the focus today is building during crisis. Building during crisis. How can you turn your clay into a beautiful work of art? So I'm going to be sharing some powerful tips with you today, and I want you to, share this video with everyone that you know. Right now, we know what is going on in the world, that many people are going through a lot of challenges. The economy, of different nations, shut down, and many people are in a different chaos, looking for way out. So I'm going to be sharing a powerful principle today, and the principle is the principle of growth. The principle of growth. That is what I'm focusing on today. Now, why am I focusing on principle? Now, I don't want you to build your life on facts, because facts change, principles don't change. Now, let me say that again. Facts change, principles don't change. So, don't build your life on facts. Now, principles are divine laws. Principles, work for anyone, anywhere, and at all times. It works at all times. It works in every situation. Now, including this condition, this situation that the world is right now, principles will work. So, how can we transform everything? Focusing on the principle of growth. I want to focus on personal leadership. Personal leadership. How can you build in crisis? How can you turn your clay to a beautiful, work of hearts? And then, what is your clay? I'm going to be going into this powerful contest today. So I want you to stay tuned, and let's do this together. So welcome once again to Wale Adekola Motivation Legacy. So let's look into how you can do this. You're going to learn two things today. Number one thing is you will learn the principle of growth. And number two, you will learn how to turn a clay into a beautiful work of art. So, how can you do these things? This, I'm going to focus on some important things that you need to focus on when it comes to personal leadership. The first thing that you need to focus on is, and of course, I want you to know some powerful stuff that are very important for you. Now, the first thing is this: the best time to prepare for crisis is before it arrives. You don't prepare in crisis, you prepare for crisis. I remember what Ziegler said. He said, expect the best and prepare for the worst. Expect the best and prepare for the worst. That doesn't mean that you are negative. That means you are getting yourself ready for the worst. And that is why you prepare for crisis. You don't prepare in crisis. So you will learn how to prepare for crisis. And of course, if you were not prepared for this crisis, I want you to know that you can still build yourself during this crisis. So how can you build yourself during this crisis? I'm going to be sharing that with you. And then crisis will reveal those who are bad managers. Some people, they are bad managers. They don't know how to manage themselves because they don't understand personal leadership. So I will give you some tips on how you can manage yourself, how you can lead yourself, during this crisis. And of course, seasons change. Seasons change. Nothing is permanent. I want you to know that. This is a season for all of us in the world. And of course, this will also go. It will go. It's not going to stay. It is not permanent. So I want us to, think about that this is not permanent. Then the key, the key to life is to focus on something that is, something that lasts, something that lasts. That means you have to build, you have to grow into something that is going to stay for a very long time. That means you have to plan for the future. That's what I'm talking about. You have to plan for the future. And then personal leadership requires tough decisions. This time, you have to make some tough decisions. You have to make some decisions that you have never made before. Let me say this. If you want to become someone that you have never been before, then that means you have to make some decisions that will make you to become that kind of person. And when you become someone that you have never been before, you will always produce results that you have never produced before. So crisis calls for invention of new ways to deal with old problems. That's exactly what crisis does. It calls you, it pushes you, it makes you to think, it makes you to invent, to innovate. It makes us to be aware of what we call normal, what is going on around, and how to make things happen, how to change, our situation. That's exactly what crisis does. So I want us to really focus on all these important factors that can transform every situation. So welcome once again to Wale Adekola Motivation Legacy, and let me quickly go through this once again, which I think is very important that will help you. The principle that I'm focusing on today is the principle of growth. The principle of growth. Now, the principle says daily success becomes an endorsed success. And looking at this principle, I actually got this principle from my the greatest leader that ever lived, Jesus Christ. He said that, according to Luke chapter 2, verse 52, the Bible says that and Jesus grew in wisdom and in stature and in favor with God and man. Now, I want us to quickly look at some 4 areas of growth, 4 areas of development in that specific scripture. The first thing is that he grew in wisdom. Jesus grew in wisdom. Now, what does it mean? It means he grew mentally, he grew intellectually. He was able to understand what is wrong and what is right. He was able to differentiate situations. He was able to have the right judgment in the right situation. So that is what we call the wisdom. So he grew mentally, he grew intellectually, he developed himself, very, very key. And he also grew in stature. He was born as a baby, so he grew up as a baby, into becoming an adult. And also in favor with God. In favor with God means a spiritual, capacity was actually grown, it was actually developed. So that means it grew spiritually. Then the last part is with men, and of course that was social development, that was relationship management skill. It grew with people. He was able to relate with other people. He understood interpersonal relationship and the intrapersonal relationship. So he was able to develop himself with people. He grew up with people. That's those are the 4 things that I want everyone to focus on when it comes to growth. You have to develop yourself. The principle of growth says daily success becomes an endorsed success. So when you want to develop yourself, I want you to think about this. I want you to think about what are the skills that you need today to develop yourself. Remember the bamboo tree. The bamboo tree, if you plant the seed of the bamboo tree, the seed does not grow until the fifth year. And if a farmer plants the seed, the farmer continues to water that same spot, nurturing that same spot until the seed, germinates. And one thing happens while the farmer is, watering that spot. Many people will be speaking against, that act, speaking against that decision. Many people will feel like the farmer is wasting his or her time. But I want you to listen, listen to this. Well, the farmer understands what he or she is doing, because the farmer knows that one day this seed will germinate and this seed will become a bamboo tree. Of course, so the farmer continues doing the same thing every day. Remember what I just said. Every day, the farmer continues to water that same spot. So this is what happens. After the fifth year, the seed germinates, and within 5 weeks, within just few weeks, the bamboo tree grows 19 feet tall. In Within 5 or 6 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. Can you just imagine? 90 feet tall. This is really, really awesome. Wow. So that means many people around the farmer will feel like, how did you do it? And they will start asking questions that, how did you do it? How did that happen? But let me tell you something. Now, the bamboo tree doesn't grow in 5 weeks or 6 weeks. Now, I want to ask you this question. Does it grow in 5 weeks or 6 weeks or 5 years? Now, that definitely happened in 5 years. It goes in 5 years, not in 5 weeks or 6 weeks. And that's exactly what I want to think about. That what you need to grow through this crisis is personal development, is to keep improving yourself every day. What kind of skill do you need? Do you have the right skill sets that will bring value to the market even after crisis? Do you have the right skill set that people will be looking for after crisis? I want you to start thinking about the skill that is needed after crisis, and how can you build yourself? How can you leverage with those opportunities when they arrive? Because there are many opportunities around us today. Only if you cannot see, I want you to open your inner eyes. I'm not talking about your physical eyes, your inner eyes, and see the opportunities around, because they exist. So if you can see differently, you will definitely recognize those opportunities that are all flying all around us. So this is the best time for you to develop yourself, sharpen your skill, learn something that you don't know. If you need help, ask for help. Sign up for a course. There are many free online courses right now, and I want you to take advantage of those. Of course, Harvard University is also giving free online courses right now. And I also want to introduce you to a bundle that I've prepared. I've prepared, some powerful, different contents that can help you to build yourself during this crisis. Just visit my website, waleadekola.org. You will see many online courses that are built so that I can help you, so that I can, give you something that will help you to grow and to sharpen your skill during this crisis. So visit my website and you can learn more about that. So developing your personal leadership is very crucial. Remember, leaders don't wait, and you were born to lead. You have the seed of leadership on your inside. Leaders know the legacy you leave here is the life you live. So what kind of life are you living? What kind of legacy do you want to leave here? You have to start thinking about that. Then, as you develop yourself, remember to create products from your natural skill. And most people don't know their gifts. I want you to know that your gifts will put you on high places, will set you on high places, and your gift will make ways for you. And I want you to focus on your gifts. If you don't know your gift, it is important for you to discover who you are and know what makes you special in the world. So develop your natural skill, develop your passion, whatever you're passionate about, understand your story, and then know where you are coming from, because history is more important than money. Most of us don't understand the power of history. And I want you to focus on your own personal history. Start from there. That's your story, because your story is unique. Your story is beautiful. If you can understand your story, know where you are coming from, know where you are, and know exactly where you are going in life. If you can differentiate this, if you can understand, these three levels, where you are coming from, where you are, and where you are going, this will help you to become what you have never been before. This will help you to set yourself up, for your next level. This will help you to grow daily. Remember, daily success becomes, of course, an endorsed success. Then the next thing you need to do is to multiply the product. Whatever product that you have produced, multiply that product. Create your own inventory. Very, very important. Then when you multiply the product, then distribute the product. Distribute your product. That's what we call marketing. That's why we have different marketing systems right now. You can market your product in different ways. You can market it through, emails, distribute your product. You can do it through different ads on Facebook, on Google, on YouTube. You can distribute your product. You don't have to travel to China to distribute your product to China for people in China to buy your product. You don't have to travel to India for people in India to buy your product. So you need to learn the marketing skills required for you to distribute your product. The last thing you need to do is to think about dominating the market. That is a different mindset. Remember that different global organizations were founded during crisis. Many of them, including General Electrics, General Motors, and then Uber. Uber was founded when the economy was at its knees in 2008. These companies were founded, and I want you to think about this. This will help you. So the summary for today's lesson is this: develop your personal leadership, grow daily. Money is a mindset. You need to manage what you have. You need to lead yourself. Remember that compound interest is the most important interest in life. Compound interest. So what you do daily matters, and then everything comes together to become an endorsed success. So when I'm talking about compound interest in terms of money, it is talking about what you can multiply. What you can multiply. That's why I always teach people, how to make money passively. You don't have to be actively involved in every business and you still be making money. That's compound interest strategy. So everyone can become a leader. Everyone, including you can become a leader if you focus on your personal leadership. Everyone can make a good choice, including you. So release your potential. So release your potential. Change your mindset from that survivor mindset, survivor mentality. It's important for you to release your potential. Release everything that you can during this period. Build yourself, grow daily, and so that you can have the right skill set that is needed to solve problems after crisis. And many people are actually solving problems during this crisis. I'm solving many problems for people right now through coaching, through mentorship during this crisis. And I want you to know that you can also develop your skill set and also start solving problems for people. So develop your seed. Remember, your seed is your gift, is what you have within. Develop your seed, cultivate ideas, invest in ideas, and execute ideas. Remember that one of the key strategies of the top 1% is execution. They plan, and when it comes to a time, they stop planning and they execute. They just do it. So you need to execute. And also ask for help. If you need help, ask for help, because you just have to grow yourself. You have to develop yourself. You have to maintain that level of growth so that you can become someone that you have never been before. This is very important. And I want you to know that your life will never remain the same again. So I want to really welcome you to Wale Adekan Motivation Legacy. Wherever you are in the world, I want you to know that you can become what you have never been before. You can develop yourself, you can grow yourself, you can launch yourself, and you can grow even during this crisis. Don't be stuck. You can build your clay. Remember that the clay is the raw material. Whoever that owns the clay determines what the clay will become. So if someone that doesn't know anything, that doesn't have any skill set, that doesn't have the right skill set, holds the clay, definitely the clay will become nothing. But if an artist, a skilled artist, holds the clay, definitely that clay will become a beautiful work of art, will become, a plate, will become a cup, will become something beautiful that people can pay for. That clay will become a value. So I want you to focus on sharpening yourself, producing value, because money is an exchange of value. When you become a person of value, people will look for you. People will pay for what you have. So develop yourself, sharpen your skills, and become someone that you have never been before. Thank you very much for watching this broadcast. Thank you very much for being here today. And I want you to share this video with everyone. If you have any questions, direct your questions to or just share your questions, or you just send me a personal email. Very, very, simple, info@waleadekola.org, or you just, send an email to me, send an email, send a message on this platform. I will be everywhere to respond to all your messages. Because my focus is to help you, my focus is to see you grow, my focus is to see you become the kind of person that you have never been before. Very, very important. Don't stay down even when the world is down. Don't shut down even when the world is shut down. Don't shut down even when the economy is shut down. Stand tall and build yourself. Continue building yourself in crisis. Thank you once again for being here. And remember, one thing I do every day is raising eagles, and I will continue to do this until you succeed. And bye for now.